Hello and thank you for joining us on ERi-TV. This is English News Broadcast live from the headquarters in Asmara at 10:30 p.m. The following are the top stories for this evening. Renovation of road Sereja'a Kwandeba. Commitment to strengthen participation in development programs. Namibia's president has died at the age of 82. Chile 51 dead as wildfire tears through Valparaiso region. The vital dirt road linking Sereja'a to Kwandeba has recently undergone significant renovation, greatly improving local infrastructure. The renovation, supported by machinery and collaborative efforts, was officially celebrated in an inauguration ceremony on 3rd of February. Mr. Mengista Aboldesus, the administrator for Kwandeba and Adijan administrative areas, took the opportunity to extend his gratitude to all contributors who played a part in the road's renovation. Local residents has previously highlighted the negative impact of the road's disrepair caused by flooding and other factors on their daily socio-economic activities. They have now pledged to engage in regular maintenance to ensure the road's long-term viability. In a related development, the Hara Transportation Company has initiated a new bus service route connecting Asmara to Adsheka in the Sereja'a subzone. This service was made possible due to the road's renovation, a project undertaken by the local community. Mr. Saare Hadarazgi, the administrator of the Adsheka administrative area, acknowledged the Harat Transportation Company's commitment to serving the area following the road's improvements. Meanwhile, Mr. Abraham Fissaha Girgis, head of Harat Transportation Company in the central region, highlighted the new route also serves nearly villages. He urged the community to engage in the ongoing road maintenance efforts to preserve this vital connectivity. Mr. Kiflamaram Gabra Meskel, the Sereja'a subzone administrator, spoke at the event, underscoring the critical role of transportation in enhancing the daily lives of the local population. He lauded the proactive steps taken by the residents of Adsheka and Kwandeba, reflecting the community's commitment to improving their infrastructure and quality of life. The National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in the northern Red Sea region vowed to amplify its involvement in development programs. This commitment was articulated during an activity assessment meeting held on 3rd of February in port city of Massawa. Mr. Suleiman Yusuf, head of political and organizational affairs within the union branch, highlighted the notable achievement of 2023, including the successful organization of training programs aiming at enhancing the capabilities of the youth. He emphasized the union's dedication to upholding national values and urged to increase participation from the community, particularly the youth friends, to achieve more significant results. The meeting showcased the union's effort in bolstering its organizational capacity, particularly within educational institutions. It was reported that a series of seminars had been conducted to deepen the youth's overall understanding in various issues, alongside the successful execution of a youth week at the regional level, which served as a platform for engagement and empowerment. Mr. Amina Katama, the region's Director General of Administration and Finance, lauded the youth union's endeavors to extend its reach into the region's remote areas. He called upon the general public and stakeholders to provide unwavering support to the union's efforts, underscoring the importance of collective action in realizing the regional developmental aspirations. We are live on ERi-TV. Stay tuned for international news. Namibia's President Hage Geingob has died at the age of 82 while receiving medical treatment at the hospital in the capital, Windhoek. A veteran of the country's independence struggle, Mr. Geingob has been diagnosed with cancer and revealed the details to the public last month. He died early today with his wife and children by his side, Vice President Nangolo Mumba announced it. Namibia has lost a distinguished servant of the people, he said. According to the constitution, Mr. Mumba will now act as president as there was less than a year left of Mr. Geingob's second term in office. Presidential and parliamentary election had already been scheduled for November. The exact cause of the president's death was not given, but last month he underwent a 2-day novel treatment for cancerous cells in the U.S. before flying back home on 31st January, his office said. Leaders from around the world have been sending condolence messages, with many talking about Mr. Geingob's effort to ensure his country's independence. Mr. Geingob, a tall man with a deep, gravelly voice and commanding presence, was a long-serving member of the SWAPO party. It led the movement against apartheid South Africa, which led effectively annexed the country then known as Southwest Africa, and introduced its system of legalized racism that exclude black people from political and economic power. Raging wildfire in Chile have killed at least 51 people in Valparaiso region as the country faces its worst disaster since the 2010 earthquake. Officials have warned that the death toll is likely to rise as rescue teams reach the hardest hit areas. Residents in the coastal tourist city of Vina del Mar, around 120 kilometers west of Santiago, spoke of their despair. President Gabriel Boric declared a state of emergency and said he would make all necessary resources available to tackle the situation. It's believable to be Chile's deadliest forest fire on record. Many of those affected were visiting the coastal region during the summer holiday. A health alert was put in place in Valparaiso by the health ministry, and the ministry called for the suspension of elective surgeries and authorized temporary field hospitals to be set up. Medicine students nearing the end of their studies will be hired to help ease pressure on the health service, the ministry announced in a statement. Rescue services have struggled to reach the most badly affected areas, and Interior Minister said the death toll would reach much higher figure in the coming hours. Now we have a quick recap of the top stars. Renovation of road of Serejaga in Kwandeba. Commitment to strengthen participation in development programs. Namibia's president has died at the age of 82. Chile 51 dead as wildfire tears through Valparaiso region. And that wraps up our news broadcast for this evening. Thank you for watching. Good night.